guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. My name is Leah, and let's talk about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. This is season 14, I think episode either 16 or 17, but y'all know it'll be down in the bottom, on the title. I'm gonna let y'all know this is probably gonna be an out of order review because I got things to say, and I haven't had a reaction to a reality show like this in a long time. So let's get into it. So this is probably just going to be different. This is just going to be a conversation. When I tell y'all, this episode really pissed me off. Oh, well, I won't even say pissed me off. It aggravated me. It really aggravated me. And I think the reason why it aggravated me is they were trying to make Sutton a joke. They laughed in that lady's face, and that is one of my that is the quickest way to get you popped in the mouth with me. Don't ever try to embarrass me, and don't ever try to make me a butt of a joke, because that's the quickest way for me to legit wop we gonna be I might you dead in the mouth, because I don't like that feeling, and I can't. And that's what they did to Sutton. And I didn't even care about what Diana had to say to Sutton. It was the fact that they were laughing at her that really I was pissed for a moment. I had to take a deep breath and be yo, this is a TV show. I don't know these people in real life. This is for entertainment, so let me chill out. But it really made me mad, because I was because I don't like that. I don't like even people I don't like that. I don't like when people try to make somebody a joke. I don't, especially if it's not warranted. And at this point, it's not it's just annoying. So the episode opens up, and you got Kyle and Dorit in the car about to go, I guess, take her dog for a walk. We find out that the ladies left Lisa Rinna's 70s party, and I think minus Crystal, Garcelle and Sutton and Cherie, I think. The rest of the ladies went to the Polo Lounge to keep drinking and stuff like that. So they brought up Lisa Rinna's behavior, how it's going up and down. And then they also bring up Sutton in the car. And they were talking about how Sutton, they don't want Sutton to feel like she's ganged up on. But I think someone needs to talk to her about her mouth. She kind of sticks her foot in her mouth. And the thing about it is she doesn't stick her foot in her mouth. Sutton speaks on things that they don't want to speak about. That's the reason why people don't really like Beverly Hills like that anymore, because the earlier seasons of Beverly Hills was very authentic. Anything that happened in the tabloids, they would talk about it. Now, since we got Fox Force 5 or whatever you want to call them, they have made this alliance where they don't speak about certain things, even though we know about them prior to the show. And the issue with Garcelle and Sutton is Sutton will ask questions about it, so will Garcelle. But more so, they go at Sutton because it's going to look funny, a group of white women attacking a black lady. So I honestly think they wanted to isolate Sutton and get Sutton on an island by herself, to where she eventually decided to leave Denise and Eden and all the other women, and even LVP, because Sutton doesn't need the check. Sutton is on the same level as LVP, where she doesn't need to be a part of this show. So I really think they were trying to get Sutton on an island by herself, but oh, no. Garcelle comes in, and she actually likes Sutton, and they actually formed a relationship. And I think that bothers them, that Garcelle is cool. That's why they keep harping on this whole thing about I think Sutton stops you from getting to know us. No, Garcelle sees who you are, and she don't like what she see. That's just what it is. And I adamantly really think that they are really trying to get Sutton on an island by herself and trying to just push her out, because they do that to people. And a lot of people have been saying, the thing about Fox Force 5 is they pick one person they don't like, and then everybody pounces on them and parades them. And after not even after a while, that's not fun to watch. You want to see dynamics change in a group. You want to see people getting little tiffs and little spats and things like that. But you don't want to constantly see one person get berated by a group of women that are geriatric. You don't want to see that. And I just feel at this point, y'all gonna have to shake it up. Like, one person from that group needs to go. And I don't think they're going to get rid of Lisa Rinna. I feel like Lisa Rinna will be demoted and they might add somebody in. But somebody needs to go. Because it's not fun to watch anymore. And it's getting tiring seeing them constantly come at this lady like this. And it's like she keeps apologizing. But but her apologies aren't good enough in their eyes. So we did see this scene of Diana go over to Garcelle's house. I don't know why Garcelle had that lady at her house. When I tell you, I would have blessed oil, holy oil, the power of Christ compels you throughout my house, saging, hitting them like, what's them harmony bowls they do? Ding, ding, ding. We was going to change the frequency when she came up in there after she got up out my house. She comes, we found out that, like, she got on her jumpsuit backwards. Nobody cares. She basically said that, like, Diana said that she's, like, falling back from Sutton, trying to gauge whether she's, like, a good person or she is a bad person or stuff like that. And Garcelle's like, yeah, you should definitely do that. I'll give Garcelle this. The fact that she invited Diana to her house, if Diana does not extend the olive branch to her anymore, then Diana can dead that conversation about, like, you're very defensive. You've been the hardest one to get to know. No, you didn't extend the olive branch to her. So it's your turn to do it. So it's smart that she invited her over to her house, because it's like, you need to do something that's equivalent to that in order for us to say that we're working on a relationship. So I see you, girl. I see you, Garcelle. So then there's like a scene with Lisa Rinna. I ain't take much from that other than I thought it was sweet that, like, on the tombstones, that, like, on her father's tombstone, he has, I did life my own way. And then Lois wanted me to etched on her tombstone. I guess they have graves sitting beside each other. And I was like, okay, cool. But other than that, I ain't really care. I'm over Lisa Rinna. I am. Like, honestly, y'all, this is what I have to say. Most people don't bother me on these reality shows. There's like, at least I can count 4 housewives that I would never want to see on reality TV ever again, and I'd be okay. 4 of them. 5 of them. And Diana makes 6. But with Lisa Rinna, it's like, I've never had an issue with her, but this season, she's just becoming so insufferable. It's not fun to watch anymore. And like I've said in a lot of videos that I've done about Lisa Rinna is like a hypocrite. And that's what makes her insufferable, because she was supposed to be this whole, like, own it queen, own it, own it, own it. But we realize that owning it is for only a select group of people, and it's for the people you don't like, as well as yourself. And you think by owning your negative behavior but not correcting it, it's okay for you to be this nasty to somebody, and it's not. So when Kyle and Dorit were in the car, they were talking about how Lisa's moods have been up and down. And the truth of the matter is, Lisa has always been a dick. It's just, I think with the passing of Lois, she turned being a dickhead up to like 20,000, because prior seasons, it was okay. And I only think the reason why she didn't take it up to like here is because Lois was still alive. And I think she probably in the back of her mind worried that if her mom ever saw her going a little too far, that she would be embarrassed. And this is my thing. I believe my parents are going to live to 100. They're going to live forever. Cause I be no good. And I know she's struggling. And I know, like, she lost her mom and she lost her dad. So that's a hard pill to swallow. That is. So I'm not taking that away from her. But what I don't like is you constantly pushing your anger and your nasty behavior onto your mother like that. I would never disrespect the legacy of my grandma that recently passed. Like, I would never, like, there's days that I get angry and frustrated, but I would never be like that nasty, that to the point where, like, I'm like disrespecting what she has created on this earth, because my grandma was a server of the community. Like, people loved my grandmother. So it's just like, I would never be out here just being hateful and nasty to people, and then be like, well, it's because I lost her. It's because I lost her. And in that fact, tarnish the legacy that she creates. That is what Lisa Rinna is doing in my eyes. It might not be what y'all see, but that's what I see. You constantly saying like, I'm angry and I'm just accepting how it comes out. No, 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 no. You are a grown adult. It's okay to be angry. Nobody's saying you don't have to be angry. No one's saying that. It's okay to feel that. But the way in which you distribute that anger is to one person, and it's the person you deem as weaker than you, which makes you a complete and utter coward and a dickhead. Because why are you attacking somebody that you think is beneath you, that cannot fight you back? It would be totally different if you were fighting with everybody on the cast. If you had a nasty attitude with everybody on the cast, or if you were snippy and coming at everybody, but you only attack one person, and you come at Garcelle, but you only go but so far. But with Sutton, you take it there. The fact that you have admitted that you like torturing her, and you get a kick out of that, and you think that's cute. You think, and that's the issue. You think it's cute and it's playful and it's cheeky, and it's not. It's gross. It is gross, bro. It is so gross. And it's just like, to say that like this is all because she's gone, that your mother's gone, and it's like, I just think that's the messed up part to me. And I don't care if anybody disagrees with me. That's the messed up part to me, that you are disrespecting the legacy that your mom has left behind by being such a nasty person to one person and justifying it by saying she's gone. Because I don't think your mom would want you to be that way. She did not seem like a lady, like to be that type of person. But you think it's okay to be that way. And you think by saying you're grieving and the way you've been lashing out online is your way to be like, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I'm grieving. No, it's not okay. It's not, because you have the money and the resources to actually call or sit down with somebody that could help you navigate this tough time in your life. Because I'm not taking away that it isn't tough. I'm not. She lost somebody that was very pivotal and significant in her life, and that is a very hard pill to swallow. So I'm not taking that away from her, but to sit here and try to justify your behavior off of the backs of somebody that's not here anymore, that you know probably would never act this way, to me is sad, and it's disrespectful. It's just disrespectful, bro. It's just mad disrespectful. So everybody's getting ready to go to Aspen. We have this scene with Dorit. She talking about the robbery. Low key, I forgot about the robbery. I'm not even gonna lie. But talking about being more comfortable. Okay. We then see this scene with Garcelle and Crystal. Crystal FaceTimes Garcelle and she asks her, like, did you hear the TMZ article? And the article was basically about Erika and these earrings. I don't know if I talked about this. I probably didn't. But I remember reading this article. Erika was gifted $7,500,000 earrings by Tom, I think as like a wedding gift or like an anniversary gift or something. And basically the headline says, Erika Jayne refuses to hand over $750,000 diamond earrings after trustees learned Tom Girardi bought them with her with clients' money. So basically, Erika, like a judge said, Erika had to give the earrings back, and I guess they were going to sell the earrings off, or pawn them for what they were worth, and then distribute that money out to the victims. And Erika won't give them back. She got her lawyer to slide in there and be like, no, she don't, it was a gift, she didn't know, she shouldn't have to give them back. So Crystal and Garcelle are on the phone talking about it, and Crystal's of the thing she should give them back. And Garcelle was like, yeah, she should give them back. And Garcelle was like, I don't really want to fight with her. But luckily, the episode about this on The Real is coming out after not the reunion, but after their trip to Aspen. But they're both in consensus of yeah, she should give them back. Girl, those are those earrings aren't meant for you. So then we see Garcelle on the phone with Cherie. Cherie, whose name is Op-Etta. Oppa Etta. She is a op. She's such a op because Cherie is doing all these press, like not press, like doing press, and she keeps siding with the ops. And it's crazy because she came on the show as Garcelle's friend, but I can tell that Cherie really wants to be back on reality TV because I remember watching Cherie on Hollywood X's, the LA one, and I liked her to a certain extent, but I forgot that on Hollywood X's, Cherie like would straddle the fence and she wouldn't say nothing until the issue was brought directly to her. So I think that's the way she is trying to do this with the whole Garcelle versus the other ladies. Like, she wants to be neutral so she has a spot, but the issue is you're being neutral with people that probably won't be here after a while. Like, Diana is probably gonna be a one season wonder because she can't handle everybody coming at her next. She out here sending out cease and desist letters to YouTubers and like blog sites that have talked about her. So she probably not coming back. Erika is slowly getting faded out because people are tired of her. And Rinna might be put on pause, but that's who Cherie is like cool with. And it's like, yeah, you're a op. Because even during the whole situation with Garcelle and her son, you over here wishing this lady happy birthday. Like, it's giving op. It's giving oppa. It's giving very much op antics, op activity. And I get it. You want to be on this show. She keeps talking about how she wants a diamond, but they're never going to give it to you. You're not that interesting. Like, because the thing about Charisse is like, Cherie, we know everything about her, even with her situation with Will and Jada. We know you and Will and Jada have a wonderful relationship. We've seen you talk about it on Red Table Talk, as well as I've seen her do other interviews about her relationship. So it's like, and your son stays with his dad 24/7 damn near. So like, there's no tension there. So nobody's really interested or invested in you. And no one cares about the man you married after Will. So she not coming back. And if she do come back, I'd be surprised because she doesn't give anything. So Garcelle was on the phone with her, and Garcelle basically told Cherie she done with Erika. If Erika was on fire, she wouldn't pour no water on her. Cherie was like, you could like spit on her at least. Then she shows her bedroom that looks like a 19-year-old boy's dorm room, clothes everywhere. And I was like, girl, why would you show this? It's not cute. It's not cute. Like, I get clothes on the bed, but not on the floor and scattered everywhere. It gave me anxiety because I was like, you're going to have to like fold all that back up. Like, how can you find anything in there? So everybody's on their way to Aspen. They take a private jet. We find out that Kyle's home in Aspen has like 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths. And it's going to be Kyle, Kathy, Mauricio. IDK, why Mauricio going? Erika and Lisa, in one house. And then the rental home is going to have all the other ladies except Diana, because Diana's going to stay at a hotel. If it was me, I would want to stay at the rental house. It had way more space. I think that one had like 6 or 7 bedrooms. It was just open. Kyle's house seemed very congested. Like, I was so surprised that Erika's room was right beside the door to the entrance of the house. I don't like that, because if somebody break into the house, I'm going to get killed first. No, ma'am. Give me time to like plan my escape plan. I don't like that. So I was just like, no, I would not want to be in there. So, They get on the plane. You can see in the confessional, Erika feels some type of way that she really does not have the life she used to have. She over here talking about like, Aspen is for the who's who. I've been to Aspen all the time. So, it's whatever. Like, she is upset that she does not have the life she used to have. And I get it, but get over it. At this point, find a new hobby and a new hustle and move on. So they're all on the plane. Everybody's excited to be there. They're going to go skiing one day. But for the first night, they're going to have ribs at Kyle's home. So everyone goes over to Kyle's house. And this is where things took a really negative turn. They're at Kyle's house. Kathy pops up because Kathy didn't ride the plane with them. I was with Kathy when Mauricio was cooking them ribs, and she was like, can we grill the corn? Because grilled corn is way better than boiled corn. And I was like, you should know already that that's like a given. You put the corn on the grill with the ribs. That's what you do. So they pull out a Ouija board. And let me tell you something. I don't play with that stuff. Like, I believe in the supernatural realm, and I don't play with that. I really don't. It's been too many stories of people using that stuff and then they die unexpectedly or their life goes all the way to shits because they playing with stuff and they don't know how to close portals. I'm not doing none of that. Not gonna summon no spirits. I grew up off of Paranormal Activity and that was enough. When I saw that Ouija board catch on fire on Paranormal Activity, I don't care if it was fake. I did something to my spirit. I said, yeah, no, I don't play with that type of stuff. I don't. Low key, I probably would have like not even been in the vicinity of them women in that den. I would have sat at the kitchen table just to know if the spirits come, they go directly to you, not me. Directly onto your body, your house. Go home with you. Go home with you. Oh, as well, that reminds me. Diana talking about she get like she goes to when she goes to her hotels, she has somebody sage it for her, or like she has like spiritual counselors cleanse it. I'm like, you sure they don't need to cleanse you because you the negative entity. You the negative spirit. So they're at the house. They're all eating barbecue, having a good time, and they pull out the Ouija board. I don't care about the other answers, but Kyle started to like play producer. She told, and it's crazy to me that the two evil people, Erika and Lisa, were the main ones touching the Ouija board, felt right at home. Catch, you see, they felt right at home playing with it. But yeah, but like they asked, like, why did Garcelle and Sutton unfollow Erika? And everyone's like, Kyle, because Kyle's stirring the pot. And Sutton said it was a joke for her. Like, she didn't think it was that serious. She was like, we're 50. Erika said she didn't take it that serious. She's like, I'm 50, like, one. I don't care. And then Garcelle was like, oh, I did it because you like pissed me off calling me a liar. Then Kathy over here talking about she don't like being called a liar, a thief, or a Pedialyte. The P word about a person who harms children. And everybody was like, girl, what? And I mean, I got what she was saying. And I mean, like, nobody should ever want to be called that. Nobody should ever want to be called that. No. So they all got to laugh about that. But then Erika was just like, so that, my favorite part about that exchange is like Garcelle was matching Erika's energy and Erika low-key was kind of taking it back because she was like, we don't have to be friends. And Garcelle said, no, we don't. We can be cordial. And Erika was like, yeah, we can. And Garcelle said, yes, we can. Okay. And Garcelle said, okay. That's what I need Sutton to be on. Match that lady's energy. If she's going to be nasty back. And times it by 3. Because at this point, they not playing. They took their gloves off with you. It's time for you to take your gloves off with them. So they then start talking. So then Kyle's like, Garcelle was being honest. Sutton, we need you to be honest. So Sutton is like, y'all let that lady call me a see you next Tuesday. And nobody cared. And then they show the flashbacks of when Erika called Sutton to see you next Tuesday. And none of y'all said anything. And then Lisa was like, why would we? And then you have Diana saying, because you are one. And Sutton was like taken aback. Then you got Erika and Lisa laughing. And that's what really pissed me off because I don't like the feeling of embarrassment. So I got pissed. I got really, because I was like, oh, y'all trying to like, y'all are making her the butt of the joke. That's mean. That's mean. And so then you had Crystal Dorit was like, oh, like kind of like taken aback. Kyle even was just like, And then Kathy was just kind of like, and then Garcelle was like, what did you say? Because I guess Garcelle didn't hear her. I said, and then Diana said, I said she was one. I mean, I'll give Diana credit. She stood in it. And then Garcelle said, I don't like that. That's not nice. Don't say that about her. And so then Diana starts talking about Sutton like Sutton's not there, saying Sutton is like shifty and kind of snakish. That's why I don't like being in the same vicinity as her. Like, and then she was like, I'm not going to play fake with her. Like, I like her because I don't. She mocked my miscarriage. And I was like, she never mocked your miscarriage. She was like, I was on death's door. And and then she comes at me and then she tells me about her 2 miscarriages and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And she's like, Sutton attacks people at their lowest point. And you got Erika's like, I said, Erika, you've never been at a lowest point. What you did to those people, what you and your husband. I was about to say something real nasty. And I was just like, what are you talking about, Diana? So then So then, like, everyone's looking at Diana, and I could tell that Erika and Lisa even felt like Diana went too far, but because they don't like Sutton and they get off on Sutton being like disrespected, they were like okay with it to a certain extent, but they got quiet. Like, everybody was sitting in that den looking at Diana, kind of like, whoa. Like, whoa. But I was mad that nobody told Diana to chill out or calm down. Our Garcelle said was like, stop, I don't like, she was like, I don't like that. I'm like, speak up. Like, legit, speak up for your friend. Cause had it been me, I would have cussed Diana out. Like, y'all don't like I told you, I don't like feeling like I'm a butt of a joke. Like, what they did to Sutton started crying. And she was like, I'm not being dramatic. Like, I'm not being dramatic. That was too much. And everyone kind of like realized that Diana did too much. And then Diana said she was leaving, but they were trying to get her to stay. But then Diana like kind of made fun of Sutton's tears. She's like, oh, the crocodile tears. I said, I'd kick that lady down the steps. Like, just straight up. Just, I would have been like, oh, I hope you trip. Because I was like, why are you being so nasty to her? Like, why are you being so nasty to her? Like, you are being mad nasty right now. And I just like, I'm mad at Sutton and I'm mad at Crystal. Because even though I don't really see it for Crystal, I hate the fact that Crystal and Sutton feel like they have to fight for these ladies' friendships when you can clearly tell that these women don't like them. These women genuinely don't like them, and they sit and they fight for their friendship. And it pisses me off because I've been there at one point in time when I was a lot younger where I felt like I had to do that. And someone had to like, the people I thought were my friends had to like blatantly disrespect me for me to get the wake up call like, yo, this ain't where Leah needs to be. And I have removed myself from that friendship. And I'm like, how many times do y'all have to have these people belittle you or make you feel like your feelings aren't valid for you to wake up? And it frustrated me because had I been Sutton, the way I would have cut those women so deep, the way I would have that's the other part. Sutton is from the South. I was born and raised in the suburbs of the South. When I tell you, I know white women specifically that will smile in your face and all the while in the most eloquent way tell you to go drink bleach and jump off a bridge and still smile at you and be like, have a nice day. I've seen it with my eyes. And I know Sutton can do that. And I'm like, where is that energy? Where you can be a steel magnolia and a Southern Belle and cut them deep. Because I have seen it, y'all. I've seen the stories I could tell you of me working in retail, the way I've seen like women, like specifically these color women really like go in on people and do it in such like a sweet way because I live in the South. I'm like, where is that with Sutton? Where is that with Sutton? Like, why do you not like stop trying to be friends with these women because they don't like you and they get off on hurting you? Like, that is blowing my mind and it's pissing me off with her. It really is, because you don't have to fight for them anymore. Like, fight for their validation. And like I'm telling y'all, like when I tell you I would have gotten Diana, Kyle, what's her name? Lisa and Erika's, like we would have been. And when I tell you the way this mouth is set up, when I'm tired and I'm done with you, like this is what y'all got to understand. Like, I like certain things you keep in the vault in your mind, but like I have enough self-respect and enough like manners and decorum not to go there with you. But if you take me there, I'm gonna take it with you, and I'm gonna take it all the way to the pits of hell if you play with me real funny real quick, because the things I be thinking, I just have enough sense not to say it. And I'm just like, girl, I'd have told Diana, I know, like when Diana brought up her miscarriage, I'd have been like, if you were really at death's door, why did you come to the party to just spread negativity? Because you walked in the door with a stank attitude. And yes, I shared with you I had 2 miscarriages. Now you doing the same thing I did to you supposedly. With Erika, I'd have told Erika, look here, scammer. Look here, brokey. Don't play with me. I could buy your whole lifestyle and then some and add to it if I really wanted to. Don't do it. Don't do it. You want the life I have, which you'll never receive nor get because you lack empathy and morality. Because the fact that you holding on to them earrings and without a shadow of a doubt that those earrings are bought off the backs of people's tragedies and suffering, you could never make me feel bad about who I am and where I'm going in my life. And then with Lisa Rinna, I'd have told Lisa Rinna, look here, you starving actress. I'm never going to feel bad about somebody who propped their children up to date, their daughter up to date a 45-year-old recovering drug addict with 3 kids just because he had the name Kardashian at the end of his name. You let me know already how you see yourself and who you value. Don't play with me, lady. Don't play with me. Like, and then I would have told Kyle, you have been in your sister's shadow since out the womb. Like, and the only reason why you still on here is because of who you associated with, because of her. If she wasn't like don't do me. Because Kyle is getting on my nerves as well, trying to act like she's Sutton's friend, but all the while she keeps setting Sutton up to be disrespected and belittled by these other people that are her friends. Honestly, I didn't even care what Diana said. It was just the way that Erika and Lisa laughed at her that really it grinded my gears, because I don't like feeling like I'm the butt of a joke, and I don't like feeling embarrassed, and I can tell that that's how she felt. And that really rubbed me the wrong way, because I'm just I guess it's because I know what I would do. I know what I would do. I at this point, I wouldn't care if I was on the show anymore because if I was Sutton, because I have the wealth. So it would just be, I would be spraying everybody like that song. When I get to shoot, what is it? Doug, I don't know. It's a song. It's a rap song that I can't think. When they get to, spraying the people, dodge the shots. I don't know. I just know, if I was them, I legit would have, aired everybody out. And we would have put and then when I'm hoping when Sutton comes to the reunion, she is going to have on her, I don't care hat anymore. She is going to be cloaked in, I don't care anymore. And she lets these women know, don't you ever in your life think you can step to me and get away scot-free. Because that is what they're doing. They're stepping to Sutton because they feel like Sutton's not going to do nothing. And I need Sutton to wake up and do something. But yeah, that is it. That is all, y'all. Remember to be bravely authentic and drop down in them comments below. Deuces.